Hey now, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We are so live. You couldn't get more live, quite frankly, if you ask me. There's being live, and there's what we're doing right now, and what we're doing right now is the equivalent of being live 1,000 times. You're safe. You're here. It is the 50% Doctor Who podcast. My God. And we're live, baby. Who knew that we would do this? I think this is the 5th week in a row now that we've been going live, maybe 6th. That shows dedication, folks, and growth. Dedication and growth. Both things that I'm proud to say that I've picked up over the years. Growth, It's brilliant to be back, folks. Welcome to it's gonna be a big one today, and it's on a day where I am in a little bit of a rush. Not so much. Not that I have to. I'll be like 45 minutes. I think 45, 50 minutes. I know last week's stream was 45 minutes, but that's because I didn't really have anything to talk about. Because we all know at the moment how super boring Doctor Who is. Hey now, hey Adam, how you doing? Good to see you all in the chat. It warms my heart seeing you every week. It reminds me to keep going. And I've got a vodka and soda here, which it tastes. It doesn't taste very alcoholic. It tastes just like water. But I'll take it. And yeah, so I'm not driving today. I'm not driving tonight, which means I can have a few on the stream. And I'm walking to the pub. My auntie's over. We're having a few drinks tonight. But that doesn't mean the live stream isn't happening. Oh, no. That means the live stream is happening. Nothing stops the stream. Nothing stops it. Never. Not with me. Yeah, it's good to keep stuff going. I saw today on Twitter, I think it's William Who, a really good creator. We should probably get them on at some point, but I saw them say something along the lines of like, I'm just taking a break right now because Doctor Who's so boring. I'd rather not put out content right now if I don't really feel into it. And it kind of got me thinking, I'm like, am I just doing these streams because I like talking to you guys, or if I'm enjoying talking about Doctor Who? I mean, today we actually do have stuff to talk about, which is good. But there's just been times doing these streams where there's nothing to talk about. And it just feels like Doctor Who is just this show that doesn't exist anymore. And that's just got me laughing a little bit. Two things to talk about before we get into the first topic, which is going to be about Stephen Moffat returning. Is he returning? Is he not? I don't know. We'll find out. Apparently he is. You'll find out my thoughts on that, and then we're going to be talking about the AI disaster going on at the BBC. Before that, though, I was in Fremantle on the weekend, which is a big place in Perth, where the Fremantle Dockers come from. I don't watch sport, do you? I don't. Chris says, Doctor Who? What is this Doctor Who? Must be an indie show. At the moment, they're treating it like an indie show, to be honest, Chris. But I went to a vinyl shop that I've been meaning to go to for the past 2 years, maybe. And I finally went, and I found this Howard Stern vinyl, Private Parts, from the movie Private Parts. And this is like my radio icon. This is like who I look up to, along with H3. So I had to get this. And I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, this is just like, it was just such a random thing to find. I was not expecting it. I knew I would go into that shop and leave with something. I was going to treat myself a little bit, but yeah, I was like, I can't believe I found this. So it's like, yeah, that's cool. I haven't given it a spun yet, but it was just a cool find. And that shop is just like, I only had like 20 minutes in there, but I would at least need like an hour just to go through everything. There was just so much in there. It was nuts. Chris says BBC tried not to do something stupid challenge, failed. Well, that is kind of what the BBC is at the moment. I'm not loving the BBC at the moment. I'm not really loving, I hate to say it, but I'm not really loving Russell at the moment. It's kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But yeah, sorry. That's just how I feel about it. Before, love the vinyl. Yeah, Adam, it's pretty sick, hey. Before we get into that though, I do want to say as well, the video I put out last Thursday? Was it Thursday? Yeah, last Thursday. So it's only been out for a week. Thanks to everyone who watched it. Everyone seemed to really enjoy it. Took a lot of effort editing that. So I'm really glad that people have enjoyed it. I got a fat copyright strike on it for using the avalanches at the end. And I'm not blaming the avalanches at all. They're like my favorite group. So I actually, speaking of finals, I mean, I got it right here. I used a track. It's the last track on this album, Since I Left You, which is my favorite album of all time. Extra Kings I used. This is the 20th anniversary edition. It's a chunky boy, you know. I used a track off of this. This album is made entirely out of samples. There's about 6,000 samples on this bad boy. And again, I'm not blaming the Avalanches. I'm blaming their record company because they copyright striked me. So it's just funny how technically this is all copyright, but do you get my drift? Anyway, I'm glad people liked it. I'm glad it went down well. And yeah, Oz Chris is in the chat. He was in the video. Adam pointed out to me that he did do he did one of the questionnaire things. I'm sorry I forgot that. Sometimes I just fucking forget. Yeah, it's about over 6,000, Adam. I think even they don't know it. It's around 4,000 to 6,000 samples. Just Google it. If you've never, this is my favorite album of all time. If you've never listened to this, it's fucking incredible. And they're Australian. They're from Brisbane. So yeah, it's the most beautiful album ever. Their second album as well, Wildflower, I fucking love. Their third album, We Will Always Love You, is brilliant. I love Australian artists, folks. What can I say? It's a fucking hot day in sunny Perth, Western Australia right now. I'm not gonna lie to you all. But yeah, thanks for all the love on it. It's really kind, and I really appreciate it. It makes it kind of all worthwhile. I got stuck on that video because there was this part in it that I ended up editing out. But that's kind of what made me stuck for a while on, like, you know, what to do with it, and I ended up just like redacting that entire part of the video, which is what you see in the vid. I couldn't really figure out a way of editing around it, so I was just like, fuck, I'm gonna take it out. And it ended up taking like an hour to edit, and then it was done. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, we got a really sweet comment yesterday as well. Someone from America saying that they, you know, watched the show while recovering from some surgery or something, and that's just really sweet. So I do read all the comments. I do really appreciate it. I'm super grateful for all that. But let's get into the main topic for today. Stephen Moffat returning. Is he, folks? Is he? I have the article up here from Radio Times. It says, Doctor Who Stephen Moffat returns to write 2024 Christmas special. And it literally says under that, the BBC isn't commenting on the timey-wimey reports. So, this could be a load of bullshit, most probably. But anyway, let's keep reading. More than 6 years after his final episode of Doctor Who aired, it appears that former showrunner Stephen Moffat may be returning to write a new episode of the sci-fi show. While the news has not been confirmed yet, it was picked up on Tuesday the 12th of March, so what was that, yesterday? That producer Alison Sterling CV has been updated to note she has worked on the show's 2024 Christmas special. Underneath this was a note that the director of the episode is Alex Pillay, while it was stated the writer is one Stephen Moffat. The notes regarding the writer and director of the episode have since been removed. Okay. When approached by the Radio Times, the BBC declined to comment. One factor which may throw doubt on the idea is that Moffat has written the special is that Rusty Davies previously said that he himself was writing it back in 2022. I don't remember him saying that. And also, the only two people who ever write Christmas specials for Doctor Who, in New Who at least, is Stephen and Russell, because Chibnall did the New Year's specials. So I don't know. This just doesn't. I don't know. So it says it was picked up on Tuesday, 12th of March, that producer Alison Sterling's CV had been updated. So she's a producer. Here's the thing. It's like, she's in the TV industry. She knows Stephen's name and Russell's name. She might have made like a mistake, like we all do. Sometimes we say an episode was written by someone else and we mess up a little bit. It could be that. I just don't see. I see Steven coming back. I don't see him doing the Christmas special because that to me, again, I could be totally wrong here, but that to me has always been the job for like the main showrunner. And since Russell's only done one since he's been back, this will be his second, and that'll be for this year. It's like I don't see why he wouldn't do it. I don't know. I don't know. It just and yeah, and it says here Russell previously said that he himself was writing it back in 2022, and I do remember him saying that. So it's all a bit fishy. I mean, I thought that he was coming back this season because there's all those rumors that the episode with the landmine is written by Steven. So if he is back this season, why? Like, if he is going to be doing an episode in season 1 or 14, it's like, why would he come back and do the Christmas special? It's like, I don't know. Oscar says, I'm taking it with a grain of salt considering that 20 million times people said Moffat was coming back. For sure. I mean, I think there's a high. I don't know. I think there's a chance he could be back for season 1. I don't. Him writing a Christmas special, it just seems too much to me. I just don't think he would be doing that. It just seems like something that Russell would want to do. Like he would be writing the Christmas. But that's just my 2 cents. I don't know if that's true. I mean, again, I think it's like, I could be like, "Oh, Midnight was written by Stephen Moffat." Oh, sorry, I mean Russell T Davies. Like, but instead of saying it, I've written it down. It's like, okay, then I've said that I said Stephen Moffat, but I meant Russell. It's like, come on, fuck me. Can you see how fucking sweaty I am? I feel like such a disgusting, gross beast right now. It's Australia. It's hot. It's March. I'm hoping for it to get a little bit more cooler soon. Because this weather's just fucked, and I can't have any fans on because it makes the audio go all funny, and I ain't there for that. I ain't there for that. And the director is... Alright, so it says that also the director is Alex Play. I don't know who that is. Probably some random again. The notes regarding the writer and the director episode have since been removed. Okay, so that's a bit... But they could be removed because it was just false information. It's like, it could just be removed for that reason. It doesn't have to be because it was legit. Anyway, it's a bit crazy. I saw everyone on Twitter talking about it. But yeah, Chris is right. Everyone always talks about Moffat coming back. And I think with Russell back now, it kind of popularized the idea of him, of bringing back old writers. And it's like, I'm not against it. I'm really not against it, actually. It's like, we're here to have fun, aren't we? It's a show about being... It's an entertainment show. Like, we got to get in writers that we love. And I feel like Steven's been gone for 6 years. He's probably keen to write. I just don't think it's for a Christmas special. That's just me personally, though. I just don't see that happening. Maybe in the future. I don't know. Either way. We're going to talk about AI now, which is ridiculous. God, I fucking hate AI. Happy for Moffat to write an episode in season 1 or 2, not a special. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just kind of weird. Perth Holiday Akaris. Is that a classic Doctor Who reference that I'm being a noob about? I feel like if Moffat does come back, it won't be for an Xmas special. Yeah, I think we're all in unison there. But then it's like, is that kind of, is that the thing? It's like, oh, they won't expect it, so... Oh, it's a June reference? Okay. Listen, alright? I haven't watched June yet. There was a June watch party at my friend's house yesterday. And I got invited, but as you guys know, my auntie has been over and we all went out for dinner. And yeah, I couldn't make the June watch party. They'd all seen it before, they were rewatching it before they go see part 2. But before my auntie goes, I might take her to the cinema to go see a movie, because I like movies. And I might take her to go see June Part 2. And maybe this weekend, I rent the first one for 5 smackaroos on Apple TV. You can rent it for $5. It's on the 4K TV. I'm sure it'll look beautiful, and I might do it. And you know what? If I happen to go and see Dream Part 2 and she hasn't seen Part 1, I'm sure she'll catch up. Do you know what I might do? I'd be like, look, just watch this. Like, I'm sure there's like a 5-minute YouTube video out there that can explain everything. I'll give them a chance. But look, I'm renting this. If you want to sit down and watch it, it's 2.5 hours. But I haven't seen Part 1. I've not been interested really in watching it, but I keep hearing people talk about it. I feel like I have to get on the hype. Okay. I saw June Part 2 on Monday, loved it. Says Adam, okay. Alright, I know everyone says they love it. I can't escape this fucking June. God damn it. Oz Chris says take her to go see Madam Web instead. I don't I think I'm okay. I said I'd only go see Madam Web if you came to Perth, Chris. Remember that? Adam says, missed Doctor Who in the cinema. Seeing Day of the Doctor and Deep Breath was so good. Yeah, I saw Deep Breath, Day of the Doctor, and Women Who Fell to Earth, and Pilot. So I saw it 4 times. And every time I went, it lost more magic. Like, nothing would beat Day of the Doctor. And then Deep Breath was pretty cool. Pilot, it just lost its magic. Women Who Fell to Earth, it was like, we kind of hit a bit of a low. Funny you mentioned that. Both my parents and a friend went into June Part 2, having not watched or nothing about Part 1. They really enjoyed it. Well, there you go. I'm sure my auntie can go in and enjoy it. She can go home to the UK and be like, Connor took me to go see this movie about sand dunes. All right, fine. I've got a bit of a busy weekend. I don't know if I can fit. Here's the thing as well. Like, I've been wanting to watch Part 1 like on like a weeknight, but I know it's 2.5 hours, and I do want to give it the respect that it deserves. I don't want to like, you know, watch half and then watch the other half the next day. I do want to watch it all in one go. 2.5 hours is a long time. Like, if I start it at like 9 o'clock, like, I'm not gonna be done like for like what, 11:30. So, and I'm not against that. It's just I want to be in the right mind to just watch it. I don't want to feel like I'm forcing myself to watch it, because I think that's what Aiden did, and he said he struggled with it. And I know, and I like dialogue-driven stuff, but I just don't know if I can. I have to find the right time, but I don't have much time. That's the thing. And she goes next Thursday, so it's like, fuck. Either way, I'll see Part 2 in the cinema. I promise. David Doctor being in the cinema experience makes sense. The other 3, though, I guess for Deep Breath and Women Who Fell to Earth, because their Doctor debuts with the pilot, though. Yeah, the pilot that was a dark time. I feel like that was odd. The pilot, and it's like 45 minutes, and it's not even that like A, interesting, or like B, that big and epic. It's odd to me that it got a release, but it's just so funny though, because like they after the episode they played like two like extra bits of content for people to watch, and it was just like YouTube bits. Like, you could literally just go home and watch them on YouTube when you got home. So it's like, okay, I guess it's like kind of but I remember it was me and Aiden, and we went with 2 other people who had like fallen out of love with the show, and it was just depressing, man. Because I remember leaving and one of the guys being like, "Oh, I'm not gonna like. I don't think I'm gonna watch this season." And I remember just being like so depressed. And do you hear that, Dad? 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 Okay. Either we're getting robbed or my dad just snapped it on his bike, getting his bike out. He'll be fine. I remember them saying they're not going to watch season 10, and it made me very upset. Very upset. Adam says, didn't realize the pilot was shown in the cinema. You learn something new every day. It was. And it was just standard. It was kind of like fucking boring. Like, I don't know. Sounds like goblins. It maybe was goblins. Maybe they're coming to get me, okay? Oscar says, see if they put Sleep No More in cinemas, and that would be a box office hit. That would break the box office, quite frankly. They should have shown the 60th in theaters. I would have gone. I know all of you guys would have gone. They would have made money. Isn't that why they do this dang thing in the first place? To make money? Precious, sweet money. Isn't that all they care about? Alright, speaking of the blood bloodthirsty, money-hungry narcs, let's talk about the BBC. The BBC is experimenting with generating AI to promote Doctor Who. Doctor Who Season 14 will debut on screens in May 2024. The BBC has announced it will experiment with generated AI for the promotions of Doctor Who. The broadcaster has announced it will be creating a human-written marketing copy for Doctor Who push notifications, email subject line, and its promotional rail on BBC Search, before using generated AI to suggest an alternative copy. This will be reviewed and approved by the BBC marketing team before being shown to audiences to promote the Whoniverse collection on BBC iPlayer. David Houston, head of media inventory of BBC, said, experimentation is at the heart of how we approach marketing at the BBC. Testing and learning how we let audiences know what BBC's content is most relevant to them, and we know they might love underpins our digital marketing strategy. Okay, all right, easy, David. However, experimentation in marketing typically requires some time spent on the creative work to make extra assets. I know. Imagine doing your job. Must suck. Generate AI offers a great opportunity to speed up, making the extra assist to get more experiments live for more content than our primary promote. All right, blah, blah, blah. He continued, we're going to take a step. We'll take it one step at a time, starting simple and learning as we go. We've chosen to start with Doctor Who, as it's joint content, blah, 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 whatever. There's very rich variety of content in the Whoniverse collection on iPlayer to test and learn with. Yeah, so this is obviously just like, you know, this is jobs that could be given to real people, but they've decided to do it with AI. And there's a big thing going around right now that you can sign to stop this from happening. I have personally signed it. I think it's bullshit. I don't understand it. It's just bad. It's bad. This is bad news for all of us, folks. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be replaced by AI. Is that what everybody wants? You know, it just sucks. Like, it's just sad. I don't know. I don't know if Russell's really got like an opinion on this, or if he can say anything about it. But it's like, yeah, it's not good. And yeah, and of course everyone's just like, what the hell? This is just stupid and dumb. And it is. It's not right. What I read there is just, it sounds like people are just getting lazy at their jobs. People who are probably getting paid a lot more money than you and I to go out and get AI to do it for you. And I just think that's like bullshit. See, I have nothing, Oscar says, I have nothing against AI being used to assist only. Once you step into it, it will do it all for us, just being lazy. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, how Shooty performed at the Oscars on Sunday night. Like, he's at the Oscars, which is like the biggest award show on earth, and you're so confused as to how to promote the show that you're having to use AI to assist you. He was at the Oscars performing. Like, it's just ridiculous to me. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand it. They're not really getting off to a great start, are they? Particularly at the moment where like nothing is happening. Like, the only news we've gotten is like this AI thing and this Stephen Moffat rumor. Even without AI, BBC is terrible at marketing anyway. That's probably why they're doing it. It's like, oh, let's try the hip new thing, AI. That seems to help. And it's like, no, stop it. It's just cringe. I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel very safe about the future, you know. It's like, what next? Like, we'll get an AI to run through a script to find maybe how it can improve. It's like, yeah, they're talking about like the Whoniverse being like really big, and you know, there's a lot to offer on there. It's like, yeah, there is. Like, just, I don't understand why you can't get, you know, I don't know, you just get someone like Shooty Gatwa to be like, hey, the Whoniverse is on BBC iPlayer, go stream it now. It's like, is it that hard? BBC be like, let's try smoke signals to promote Doctor Who, the kids will love it. Oh, smoke signals. Yeah, well, I mean, something's got to work, hasn't it? It's just bullshit. I want to be able to. The universe is really big if you live in the UK. Everyone else get a VPN. It's so true, Chris. That's how I watch classic Who. It's like it's fucked up. Like, do they not care about us? I sit here every week talking about Doctor Who, and then what do to repay me? They do some fucking AI bullshit, and I ain't here for it. Yeah, that's kind of it. I actually kind of went through all that really quick, so I might wrap up. I promise when more news is out, I will do longer live streams. I like the idea of like, if I'm just talking about like 2 topics really quickly, I'll like stop it around here so people can just watch the video as like a video and watch me sweat in pain. But yeah, I'm very glad I'm doing the live shows every week, and once there's more news out, we'll be sure to go for longer. But at the moment, there's nothing to talk about, and I don't really want to waste anybody's time, including myself's. So yeah, we talked about 2 topics really quickly, and I think that's kind of it. So I even see you, Chris. I see you guys like doing shorter episodes on Mad Men. It's so shit at the moment. And Crispy was telling me yesterday, it's like, yeah, Doctor Who's so boring at the moment. It's like, yeah, it's maybe I should take William Who's advice and make content when it's kind of interesting. I don't know. Oscar says it's so jarring seeing how big and international Moffat's time was, but now during the anniversary season, the new era, they're just like, the rest of the world doesn't exist. So true. They owe a lot of Doctor Who success to how big it was in America, you know? Very true. Alright, guys, I'll see you next week for the live. This Monday, the Josh Snares episode is dropping. I'm not filming this week with Aiden because his family's over, so yeah, Doctor Who news is so barren and boring, says Oz Chris. I agree. Yeah, so we're not filming this week, but we'll be filming next week. We'll be doing the Revenge of the Cybermen, what the fuck it's called, the season 12 final. But yeah, this Monday, a really big episode. I will see you then. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you next time. Josh Snares episode. Let's go. Yes, Josh Snares episode. Who's Be Bear with Josh Snares out this Monday. I love you very much. Thank you for accepting the fact that I'm going to do a short stream. It's just like, yeah, it's like, I don't want to waste anyone's time. I feel bad. So I feel bad about wasting people's time. When there's more news, longer streams, I promise. God bless. I'll see you next one. I'm an atheist. I don't want to say God bless. All right, I'm dying. It's so hot. Look how fucking hot it is. Bye, guys. Peace.